My name's Michael Bertsch. I'm a senior electrical engineering student. I have a minor in biomedical engineering. I'm from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Being from Sioux Falls, it's hard not to hear about SDSU. It was just the traditional recruitment thing. I knew a lot of my friends from high school were going to SDSU, but I didn't really plan on going there because basically my undergraduate path went from, I knew I liked science and I knew I liked engineering, and I had a buddy he just started chemical engineering at School of Mines. So basically he was like, hey, you should come to School of Mines. And I was like, yeah, okay. It wasn't really that much of a thought process, honestly, but I've just heard of SDSU throughout my whole life. I was looking for a little bit more diversity in student body and activities I could be involved in. So at SDSU, currently I'm the managing editor of the newspaper here, while also, being an engineering student, stuff like that. Whereas at School of Mines, they had a pretty diverse range of clubs, but it wasn't really to this extent. So I wanted to have that interaction with people outside of engineering, a little bit more of an interdisciplinary culture. It's honestly the best choice I could have made for my undergraduate career. So I started engineering without really, I had kind of a vague idea of what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do science. I was good at math, so why not, That kind of proceeded through my undergraduate before I transferred. So I was kind of in that state of I'm working really hard to be an engineering student, but I don't really feel like I'm connected to it, or I'm getting where I want to be going with it. So I kind of took a weird path, interned with the state government, with law firms, things like that, so I could figure out what I wanted to do. And then SDSU really provided me that path forward of this is a solid path that I enjoy, I feel comfortable moving forward with. SDSU is pretty much the reason I found where I want to go in life moving forward. So I'm in the electrical engineering department, but I got involved with a professor in the mechanical engineering department, he's the advisor for the biomedical engineering minor. So that's kind of how I got a hold of him in the first place. It's Dr. Stephen Gent in the mechanical engineering department. And we got together, clicked really well, had some conversations, and eventually I got set up to do an undergraduate research program. It's called an NSF REU, or National Science Foundation Research Experience for Undergraduates. So the REU process was me and two other undergraduate students. We all got together and we did basically human-focused or biomedical-focused engineering research projects over the summer. So we got paid a stipend and everything like that. And my project was in healthcare wearables and app development to kind of interface for healthcare management. So I'm graduating this spring with my bachelor's in electrical engineering, minor in biomedical engineering, and next fall I'll be starting a PhD program. I'm still not entirely sure where yet. I've applied to 8 schools this past application season, so I'm still waiting to hear back. But no matter what, I'll be starting a PhD this fall doing research in a field called cyber-physical systems. So the thing I learned the most from my bachelor's experience is I always felt weird, and I felt kind of bad about not knowing what I wanted to do. And I feel like it's really important to just embrace kind of the limbo state of being, especially early on in your bachelor's, You can't expect to just know what you're doing, where you're going in life, because, you've lived 18 years before this and you're gonna live, 50, 60 years in the future. So you can't expect your limited life experience to know exactly the trajectory you go on. So just figure out what you like, what you don't like. That's the purpose of internships and everything like that, is to find out where you want to work and where you maybe don't want to work, what kind of experience you like in a working environment, what you don't. So just don't be afraid to explore those areas of, you think, I don't know what I want to do, but maybe I want to do this. So just explore, see what feels right.